Yeah, so let's knock out the, if you're employed and you get a W-2. It's pretty simple. Just make sure you keep your tax forms, get them organized when you're ready to do your taxes, end of January, early February, send them off to your accountant, you're good. Really no issues there. Now you're self-employed and you have a 1099 and you've, made some money on the side. Like I said, you're in a whole new world now. So not only do you want those tax forms, but hey, you got a 1099 because you're a delivery driver for Uber or you're a driver for Uber or whatever it may be. And you got a 1099 for $50,000. Well, you get to take expenses against that now. The gas that you put in your car or the miles that you drive, your cell phone for using the app, things like that. So now when you come to your tax accountant, we need a profit and loss. Because if you just hand me a 1099 for $50,000, I'm going to assume, okay, you had no expenses against this. You're going to pay tax on $50,000. Yeah. I've had people literally ask me, I can take expenses against that. I'm like, what?
You're running a business.
Yeah, you're running a business. Exactly.
Yeah.
So just to, understand that if you have self-employed income, keep track of your expenses. And that's where I always say bookkeeping.
Yeah.
Bookkeeping is, it's not a fun job, but it is so necessary. And it is, anytime somebody asks me, how can I save money on my taxes? Do you have good bookkeeping? And they say no, I say right there. That'll shave off so much from your tax bill because think about it. If your effective tax rate is 20 to 30%,
right?
Every dollar you miss is another 20 or 30 cents in tax you pay. So
well, and one thing I want to add to bookkeeping too, since bookkeeping has really
that's how we met.
Business. Right, that's how we met because I knew it was a problem. And just now having the numbers, bookkeeping helps you not only recapture expenses you may have missed, right? Okay, you're only talking about I think that's the smallest aspect of it.
Make better business decisions.
Yeah, the biggest aspect is the business decisions of actually knowing your numbers. So now, just knowing my numbers every week, every month, every quarter, I can now make better decisions throughout the year. I can say, you know what? This marketing channel is getting a terrible return. We need to cut it off. And this one over here is getting really good, and we're not spending nearly enough. So let's add some more income to that. And look, that change just paid for bookkeeping way more than it cost me, right? Yeah. Just being able to make that decision throughout the year. We're on Apple Podcasts right now. Apple's like, Ryan, dude, we want to hire you as our W-2 influencer. Yeah. Even though most of the sponsors we do are always 1099, right? Yeah. But let's just say Apple's like, Ryan, we want you on payroll.
You say, okay, I want Silicon Valley wages. I want what the guy in San Jose is making.
Yeah. So would they take California tax since I'm here in Vegas?
No, you don't have to pay it. They'll have to pay some tax on top of your salary similar to you do with your employees.
Right.
But you are not going to owe you personally.
Yeah.
Say you get a fat salary, $500,000.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
If Apple wants to do it, I'll take it.
Yeah. You pay no California income tax.
Right.
Because you're not a resident of California. So it's now look at the opportunity. You're making bigger wages, getting to stay in your hometown. Not even in your hometown, at your house. He works at his house. And they sent him all new equipment.
That's crazy.
So
I was trying to think about during my baseball career how the taxes looked. I was making so little that I don't think it mattered because my year to date was always $6,000 or $7,000, something crazy. Because it was bad. But I played in California. Mm-hmm. I played in Canada. I have no idea how the Canadian taxes were getting paid. I really don't.
I'd have to look at your return. There's a chance that back then they were, you'd had to file something. Or they just withheld there, or the organization did it for you.
Yeah, well, they did. I mean, we got our paycheck with taxes already taken out. I just don't even remember how it happened.
Yeah.
Do you think I was paying Cali taxes when I was with the Oakland A's?
California taxes?
Yeah.
When you were playing in California, yes. When you were playing in a state with no income tax, no.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the A's were paying me, right?
Even though the A's were paying you, similar to just my buddy. It's a California firm paying him, but he doesn't owe California tax.
Yeah.
But so interesting. What was your where was your residence when you were playing ball? Where
Vegas.
was your Vegas? Yeah. So there you go.
I've always lived in Vegas. The only time I didn't live in Vegas was for college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the guy that was on your team that had a home in California,
he was paying it.
He was paying California. He was paying
what
California.
A loser, dude.
Yeah, loser. he was paying California and the other states he was playing in. So if you guys were in a state where they had income tax, he's paying both. You're only paying the one that you're in at that time.
You could pay double state tax.
Oh yeah, everybody wants their fair share.
So let's just say, you're in the top bracket, right? You pay 40%, then you pay California another 13%, and then you're playing in what's another high? New York.
Yeah, New York, exactly. Yeah, you'd be getting hammered.
You'd make like 30% of your money.
You'd have to pay to play baseball at that point. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I already was doing that.
Yeah. See, there you go too.
That's why I had to start Flip Nation because freaking I was making no money. Thanks for watching that clip from the Ryan Pineda Show. If you want to see the full interview, you can actually find it in the link below. Make sure you also subscribed on both YouTube and Apple Podcast.